Fantastic.
Awesome.
Informative.
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 Stimulating.
Educational.
Invigorating.
Interesting.
The purpose of today's event is about inspiring recruiters and giving them the opportunity to learn from thought leaders, from experts in their field, and also learn from other members' case studies, so they can take away some key points to then implement in their roles themselves. Stephen Lewis, he's our sponsor for today, and Total Jobs actually have been a really valuable partner to the firm over the last 18 months. He's been doing some really great work in terms of the tools that recruiters can use that will really enable them to understand the candidate marketplace. I think it's not to be underestimated actually the importance of informal networking, just having a coffee, a chat, and just really networking with other recruiters and understanding that actually it's not you who's just firefighting vacancies and finding it really hard to balance your line manager demands, the cost pressures and time pressures that are on you. And the coffee break's always a really good time to do that. We've got Rupesh from Expedia, and this is a really interesting session because he's going to talk to us about the importance of developing your internal recruiter brand. So it's all very well having a recruitment team, but how do you really sort of position yourself with your line managers and get them to buy into what you're trying to achieve? Matt first presented with us nearly 2 years ago at our very, very first event. And again, that was around digital sourcing, which was really quite new at the time. The market's come on, so he's now going to talk to us about how we can review our digital sourcing strategies and also how to optimise those. So he's normally really insightful, quite funny, so I think that'll be a great session. We've got the breakout sessions where people again can have the opportunity to speak to some of the speakers from today. They can network informally. We tried this at our last event and we weren't sure how it would pan out, but actually it's one of the most useful sessions of the day. After that, it's really a wrap-up, and what Gary and I normally hope to achieve from the wrap-up sessions is understanding recruiter priorities for the next 6 months. Is it around cost? Is it around direct sourcing? What are the priorities? Is it referral schemes? So that we can then position the offence going forwards. And then I think we'll go home and have a big glass of wine. I want people to have learnt something today that they can go home and implement. So it doesn't matter how simple it is, but I just would like people to have learnt something useful that they can then go home, implement in their day jobs, and hopefully it will go some way to helping them and making their lives a little bit easier.